Final event, the favourite, Honeydew. The Headwater mare, and they're off and they're racing as well. And Digital Miss and El Patron amongst the first to go wide out, but from the inside driving forward, Choice Bid, Honeydew shortly after from Sessions Peak, and also there is Predetermined. They're followed over on the inside by Sabino. Near the inside next of all is Norwich, back there with Simple Logic, Queenship, Lord Augustus and Dancing Jack last. They settle down at the 750. Choice Bid on the rails leads the way, held the front from the favourite Honeydew. Digital Miss trapped out there deep on the rails, running forth Sabino, Sessions Peak in the middle with cover around them. El Patron goes forward 3 deep, getting up underneath it is Predetermined coming to the corner. In behind them came Simple Logic and Norwich looking for the way clear, but with a wall of horses in front of it with Queenship near the rail, Lord Augustus and Dancing Jack last. Homeward bound Digital Miss reaches the lead from Choice Bid, between them Honeydew at the 200 mark. Digital Miss, Honeydew coming at it. Honeydew, Digital Miss, Choice Bid down the outside. Simple Logic coming with a run, a blanket finish. Simple Logic storms up, goes past El Patron. Here's Lord Augustus. Simple Logic, Lord Augustus diving. Simple Logic in a blanket finish over Lord Augustus and El Patron. Close up, Predetermined, Honeydew, Dancing Jack from the tail, and then Norwich all in a group with Sabino, Choice Bid, Digital Miss, followed home then by Queenship and Sessions Peak back amongst the last in. Well, it's been a massive day here for the Parnhams. What a day it has been. And Simple Logic, Steve Parnham, 17 into 12, back to 14, wins the last over Lord Augustus. But they have completely dominated really through the day. And the stable apprentice and amongst them as well for Neville Parnham, who got the 3 winners. And of course Steve Parnham won on Flower in the Wind a little earlier on. Chris Parnham was successful on Starring Night in the 5th. Brad got home on Supportive. Neville's now got 4 for the day. And then of course Chris winning the Natasha, and Brad has picked up the Roberts on another Chino as well. And Stevens won the last on Simple Logic. So 4 from the Parnham yard that have won. Simple Logic by Rich Enough from Alba Brown, owned by Neville and Carolyn, Bob Pearson, Mike Fagan, Paul Cook, D. Andrews, and just rounds out a fabulous day for all concerned within the Parnham family and stable in 1:10.85, 35.17 the split. A neck, a short neck. The numbers are 10, 11, 3, El Patron third, 4th, 6 Honeydew to race 10. Number 10 takes out the Morley Growers Market Handicap. So it was a 10 out of 10 finish, Britt, as we head down there to you in the yard, and Nev Parnham back in there once again, and he certainly made that space his very own throughout the course of the meeting.
Hasn't he ever? 4 winners for Neville Parnham, and demolished So Brave as well in the JC Roberts Stakes. Neville joins me now. Neville, you've had a lot of practice at watching 2 horses at once. I'm sure you had your eyes everywhere, kind of watching Choice Bid and Simple Logic. Where was your attention at the most in the straight?
Probably Choice Bid, really. But I saw Stevie tracking up pretty well, and the horse was travelling really strongly. The horse, he has ability, this horse, but he's sort of been a bit of a tricky one to sort of work out. And the only thing I can say is when he galloped the other day, and I said to Steve just before he jumped on him, I said this horse worked really well the other morning. He looked like he sort of improved off his last run, and he's been put on notice too. He was probably going into the English Digital next week, online sale, but he's redeemed himself and got the money, so done a good job.
How often that happens when they're put on notice and all of a sudden they come out and win. When you say he's been a tricky horse, can you elaborate on that? What do you mean?
Look, we had blinkers on him, and he used to over-race quite a lot in his early days, but he just doesn't go any good like that when he sort of runs a bit hard. But blinkers off, and I think Chris might have won on him last Belmont season. We took the blinkers off, he sat and right on the speed, but he was a lot better, and he won the race that day. But the horse has been going well, and I'm happy for him. Yeah.
I dare say you would have come to the races today thinking that you had definitely had a lot of live chances, but to go away with 4 winners today, how many did you have penciled in at the start of the day? In your heart of hearts, how many did you think you could win?
I thought I had a pretty good chance with about a good 3 or 4 of them. A couple were unlucky, but Demolish I thought was really brave in his race. So they ran along pretty hard. So looking forward to his next run. He'll step into the next one, yeah, the 2200, and then hopefully onto the Derby. So it was one I bred myself, so I got quite a bit of satisfaction out of that. But it's good to get winners. We spent up big at the Magic Millions, and all my loyal clients, they've all had winners today, so you know, I'm sure they'll be celebrating.
Oh, that is good to hear. Congratulations on a wonderful day.
Good day, thanks.
There is Neville Parnham after his 4th winner of the day, and Parnham, a popular name in today's winner's circle. Son Steve aboard this one.
Certainly are. Very popular today. Stevie, Simple Logic, was that a bit of a surprise?
Yeah, I guess so. The race just panned out really well for me. I was able to let the pace go and just really suck up well behind them. So he travelled really good. Dad did say before the race, though, that he reckons that he's improved. Give me a little bit of an ounce of confidence going into the race to expect something better from him today.
Considering where you came from on Lord Augustus, I'm guessing they must have gone pretty quick.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they went pretty solid up front early. So my horse is generally an on-pacer, and I was probably a little bit further back than where it generally settles. So, but like I said, it mapped out really well for me, and I was able to get to the outside and have the last shot at him today.
Must have been proud of Demolish. He looked really brave.
Yeah, disappointed not to win the race, obviously. Thought he was a live chance, and probably just was a little bit brought undone by chasing the hot speed today. So he's certainly brave, and hopefully we can redeem ourselves in the next one.
At the Mel Vista, the 2200, how will he see out the trip?
Well, considering he was sitting on a hot speed and was still there at the end, it gives me enough confidence to think that he will. He'll put himself forward, and hopefully we can not go as hard and sort of save something in the tank, and you would hopefully see him at the finish again.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There is Stevie Parnham, a wonderful day for Neville Parnham. 4 winners, and so great to see his performances here today, and some wonderful racing. When we think about our features of the day, the market for that Oaks and Derby has just been readjusted with Tab Touch. I kept trying to press Danny Morton for who he liked better, She's Fit or another Chino. Well, the market only has $1 between them. She's Fit, favourite for the Derby at $4, and the stablemate at $5. So hard to split.
Very, very hard to split. And of course, Admiration Express going at least to the Oaks. She'll get 4 kilos weight swing on She's Fit from today, and hopefully with a bit of cover we can see the best of her.
And that was the wash-up out of the race. She just was a bit fierce in those early stages. We saw that. Hopefully with a bit of cover, she can stay the